believe we are live. Just waiting for the selects to join. Um, I'm not totally sure if this mic is working, so let me know if it is. I guess as soon as people are on. I'm trying a new mic for the live chats. Some people are joining. All right. Well, while you join, just let me know if this mic is working. Hey, Virginia. Hey, Michelle. How's it going? Greetings from Indiana. How's it going? Just let me know if this mic is working. Somebody. Mic is great. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. I'm going to be talking about this mic a little bit. This is a new mic. I actually have pointed it out to you guys in past live chats. I'm going to see if I could get a reading on the mic here. It's loud enough, yeah? Like it's all, because I could turn it up, but I don't want it to be too loud. So right now it's at like 50%. So if you guys feel like it should be higher, just like give me a percentage. Anyway, how's it going, Kara? How's it going, Elizabeth? Good to see some of the selects here. Z, I don't know what Z means. You look like you are on the radio. Yeah, that kind of. Let me see here. Two. Yeah, see, all right. So I'm getting a reading via here, but it's not necessarily the same volume you're getting. So let me know what the volume is like, because I could try and turn it up. I think it's at like 50%. It's DJ Emmett in the house. Kind of. How can the calendar look so empty? It's because it was just erased, and a lot of other things have to be put up on the calendar. So don't you worry. Okay. Sounds fine. Good. All right, I'm going to take these ridiculous headphones off. All right. We have people joining. I'm just going to check the select page. Sorry if that cough was really loud. I'm still getting over whatever the hell I have. I just went to the doctor and got a whole bunch of meds. It's like a little pharmacy over here. Did you buy the coat? I did buy the coat, Mary. Thank you for asking. I threw up a picture on Instagram with like one of those little like fire things that you could like drag the, you could like rate it or whatever. And I had just written yes ? And basically everybody said like 100% yes. So I bought it. I did buy the jacket, the coat. So thanks for asking. Do you feel better though? Kara, no, I don't feel better though. I mean, I'm getting there, but it's not back, obviously, which is stressful as a singer, but it's getting there. I know it'll get better, but it's just really hanging around. Well, thank you, Mary. I'm glad you like the jacket. Yes, a mailing address. Yes, I am going to give you a mailing address. I know I suck. It's not completely my fault, though. It's also because my P.O. box, like the UPS that my P.O. box is at, moved to like 2 blocks further away, which is fine. But so it's a different address. I'm going to say it now, and then I'll post it as well. If you could, I could send you a military parka. Thank you, Kara. That would be crazy. But yeah, a military parka. I couldn't even imagine. Okay. So if you're gonna write it down, this is my PO box. I'm gonna post it out. I promise. They just moved, so I mean, I think if you had sent stuff to the old address, I did get it. Speaking of which, I have a whole stack of stuff here. We'll get to that. I also have a box here from somebody. Thank you for that. But the new address is box number 191. That stayed the same, but the new address is 2218 Broadway, New York, New York, 10024. So I will post that out, I promise. Um, and yes, so if you are gonna send something, send it to that address. um, but let me just look something up here. Um, okay, so there's the address, a Broadway a Broadway address. How appropriate. Thank you, Michelle. Um, First off, now that that is all taken care of, I wanted to say, um, yes, I am. Yes, Mary, I was definitely happy to have the parka that my mom bought me when I was in Minsk. It was very cold there. Um, so I wanted to say, firstly, thank you all so much. Thank you to you specifically, the Selects. Uh, this first, well, it's not a year yet. It's what it was April, I think, was the first month, so not quite a year. But 2018, we had our ups and downs. Uh, Definitely had our ups and definitely had our downs. Specifically with my ability to put out the content I've been wanting to put out. Uh, Lots of things got in the way, personal and otherwise. But there is a plan in place for 2019. 2019, I have a very I have a very um, definite plan, a very definite goal, an image of what I want to accomplish in 2019, not just with the selects, but kind of in general with my career. And a lot of it has to do with you guys and your continued support. And and a lot of it has to do with the kind of content I'm going to be putting out, both for the selects and content I'm going to be putting out because of the selects. The content that I'm able to do because of the support you guys show me continuously. Um, it really means a lot to me that you've stuck through all of this with me. The last few months have been particularly hard on a personal level, family stuff, and but 2019 is going to be a year that is going to very much change everything. It's going to change the game, and I know that's a lot of talk and a lot of it's easy to talk, but I have very definitive ideas in my mind and very definite ways of accomplishing those ideas to suss them out and fill and make them actually manifest. But uh, yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what that meant in more detail. Specifically speaking, sorry if I sound weird. I have a cough thing. I have a lozenge in my mouth. Specifically, my website. My website has been down for a few months. I know a lot of you have noticed. Basically, all of you have noticed. And sorry about that. And that sucks because the website, uh, it definitely makes things easier. It makes, especially like tours and stuff, and having a landing page for all of you to see everything, an aggregate of kind of all the information that has anything to do with me on one site. Now, the thing is, especially with the way things sorry, I got a new charging cable. If you don't have a 10-foot charging cable for your phone, let me tell you, you're missing out. Especially with the way things have changed in my professional life and how kind of my career is moving. My old website, I loved my old website, but my old website didn't have all of the things that I would need now. So it was kind of happenstance. My website actually got will go 3 days. Your phone goes 3 days on one charge. That's ridiculous. I have an iPhone, so my phone doesn't make a day with the no, basically it makes a day. But anyway, so um my old website actually got hacked uh months ago. Like seriously hacked. Like could not not retrievably hacked. So it was shut down, but it was kind of odd timing because I was like really considering shutting it down, or at least I don't know, because like I wanted to change it. I wanted to build it out. I wanted to. There's a lot of things I wanted to incorporate into it, and a new like a redesign is kind of the way to go with that for what I wanted. And then along came this hacker who apparently decided it was time, and so my website got shut down, and um, I have an Android. That's why Android. iPhones are better anyway. um, so since then, there's a planning stage and then a building stage. I have built every inch of this website myself, which is partly why it's taken so long, because I'm not a web designer. And I'm not sponsored by Squarespace, but I'm using Squarespace mainly because the user interface is so easy for people who have no idea what they're doing, which is me. Anything I wanted to do that I didn't know how to do, I promise I'm not like sponsored by them. They don't know I'm talking about them. I'm just saying. Anything that I wanted to do that I didn't know how to do, either you were able to do like a live chat with like their people to help you, or I just Googled it, and sure enough, somebody made a YouTube video about how to do that. So my new website will be coming out in the first week, maybe 2 weeks. I'm waiting on some video content, but weeks, maybe first week or maybe 2 weeks of January. I'll have a more definitive date in the next like 2 or 3 days, and I will announce that date and then like build up, the hype until then. So this website will have all my social media feeds. It'll have all my tour dates, all that kind of stuff, all my merchandise, including CDs, posters, T-shirts that I still have that I want, that actually a lot of people have asked about, and brand new, I've never done before. I'll also have downloadable tracks on the website. So if you're somebody who already owns the CD, I like it. Basically, it means that I could put out more music for you guys on a more regular basis. Uh, Mainly, yes, merch. I will get to merch in just 1 second, but on things that will be on the merch page. It's called Shop and Download, Shop/Download, in like the menu button. Uh, it'll be so that I can record tracks on a one-off basis and release that to you, as opposed to having to wait and record 15 tracks, 12, 15 tracks, and then put out a hard copy CD for you guys. It'll be more readily available for you guys. You can just download the track that I put out maybe that month, or maybe I put out 2 that month or whatever. And that way you can get it like right away. You don't have to wait for me to get a number of tracks together, put a CD together, design the CD, print the CD, then ship it to you. It'll be instantly downloadable from my website. Kara, good question. Not always. iTunes, there's a lot of licensing things, especially if you're doing covers. Even if you record your own cover and you do all the music and all that kind of stuff yourself, there's a lot of licensing things you have to deal with iTunes. It will go onto your iTunes once you download it. So sorry, in case you aren't looking at the feed, Kara asked, like on iTunes, question mark. Yes, it'll be like on iTunes, but it's not going to be on iTunes. You'll download it basically from my website as an audio file. And when you open it, it'll automatically open in your iTunes for you. So like you'll purchase a download, you'll get a download like key, like a code basically. And you enter the code, it gives you the download. I think the code is good for like 24 hours or something. You get the download, and when you open it on your phone, or rather your computer, I guess your phone, but your computer, it'll automatically open in your iTunes. There you go. Brendan Kelly do that too. There you go. So if anyone has ever done it on Brendan Kelly's site, thank God they've done it, because that means I have to do a lot less explaining. I'm new to it too. I've never done it before, so it was hard enough understanding it myself. And so anyway, that's one of the things that's new with the website that I'm truly excited about. It's a way for me to you couldn't figure out how to get it on iTunes. You should have an option on your computer. I'm going to make a video about this and put it on that page. That way people can watch the video. I'll do like a video of me downloading it. That's what I'll do. like of my screen, me downloading the thing and then putting it into my iTunes. Because you should be able to like right click or two finger click if you have a Mac, and it should give you like a open with drop down menu thing, like open with, and then you could choose the program. But um, you can copy and paste it or just move it. There you go, Kara. Michelle's got you. You could just drag it into iTunes. Apparently, look at this technology. Anyway, so I really want to get to the point where I'm putting out at the very least, a track a month, um, and as just download. And then obviously still working on new albums and stuff, but just a track a month for download for everybody who's wanting it. It really, and that's not like it's more of like an artistic goal. Like I want to be pumping out more content for you guys, not just in video form, but in music form. After all, I am a singer. Sorry if I'm getting too far from the mic. It should be here, but then then I'd be hidden. Uh, Speaking of which, this mic is the mic that I will be using for those recordings. So thank you to the Selects, because this mic was made possible by you. Uh, I tried that and it didn't work. Yeah, Michelle and Kara, you should like DM each other or private message each other, and Michelle, see if you could help Kara out. Anyway, so downloads. You'll have CDs on there, posters, T-shirts, new merch. I think Michelle, you mentioned that. Yes, there will be new merch. Now that I have a website that I can post this new merch on, there will be new merch, uh, including all this stuff, the coffee mugs and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, the December Christmas select packages should be arriving to you guys actually soon. Any fur baby merch, probably some fur baby merch. That's for the people who are in the top 3 tiers. You guys will be getting, you'll respectively, you get your posters and your mugs and that kind of stuff. Just wanted to mention that. Sorry, I'm like reading the conversation you guys are having while the new merch with the cats. Probably new merch with the cats. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe like a keychain. I don't know. But I just want to get it going first. So, you know what? I'm actually gonna pull up my website here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So, there will be a live feed of my YouTube on the website. Obviously, I still say you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, but I'm trying to make an aggregate of all the things Emmett on one page. That way, if people want to check out my YouTube, it's there and they can link off and subscribe. Are they out of timeout? Are they out of timeout? I mean, I guess. I don't know if they weren't ever really in time. Photo or poster with the cats. Yeah, probably. Kim, that's probably pretty accurate. What Kim said. Yeah, probably some kind of thing like that. Obviously, there will be a OHanlon Select thing on the website, but it's basically just like a tab where you, like in the menu bar, you click the OHanlon Select tab and it just brings you to the OHanlon Select page. But but back on, so website, that's coming in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, there'll be like a more specific date in the next few days that I will announce. But back on kind of my goals for 2019. By this time in 2019, when did this date? Oh, the cats had a fight. Yeah, sorry. Mary, the cats did have a fight when I was doing my Christmas stage, which has never happened ever. And it wasn't like a fight, but it was like a little brotherly spat. I've never actually heard them have one of those before. But it lasted like, a millisecond and it was over. But yeah, they are out of timeout now. Thank you for reminding me. Anyway, so this time in 2019, uh, I have some very definite views of where I want everything to be. Number one, content. My big issue with the second half of this past year, I did not put out the content that I wanted to put out. And I don't just mean the vlog. I do want the vlog to come back. The vlog will come back. Uh, I've been struggling with. I'll come back to that. The vlog will come back, but not just that. On Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. I want to be putting out mass amounts of content. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I first, sorry if I'm not gonna. Wait, X- just curious. You might be missing one, Natasha. Sorry, Natasha messaged me on the OHanlon Select page. That's right. Some people didn't get the last quarter. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Some people didn't get the last quarter, not this past quarter, but the quarter back. So if you didn't message me, because if you were to get one and you didn't, some people's came back for no reason because I use the exact same thing. So if you didn't get the second quarter or the third quarter, not the fourth quarter because that's December and those are on the way out now, but the third quarter, message me on the OHanlon Select page. Anyway, thank you for the question, Natasha. Sorry, I'm pointing over here because that's where the feed is for me. If it's not over there for you, I'm not just like pointing at nothing. But um my big problem with the second half of this past year is that I did not put out the amount of content that I wanted. I want to be putting out mass amounts of content. And yes, that means the vlog, but it also means smaller videos that are maybe on like a more specific theme or message, more photos, more like I was saying. I don't know if you guys remember this, but for those of you who followed me, like right when I was announced in 2015, I think it was right when I was announced. I was posting. I actually had like an equation kind of. There was like a formula. It was every 3 to 6 hours, depending on the kind of content. It was like if it's a photo, it's every this. It's like every so and so, and if it's like a tweet, then it's every blah blah blah. And I was sticking to that. Granted, it was easier because I was doing less back then, and I was like really just focused on like getting to know you guys and getting to know all the fans of Celtic Thunder. And but I was doing really well. I was like it was like clockwork. I want to get back to that point, but I want to get to a point like I feel like I've been overly precious with the things that I've put out. Yeah, Pat. Okay, so you're in the same boat. So message me on the OHanlon Select page. You know how you can like the messaging tab on that. Just message me. Um, it was very odd the second quarter. See, there's another person. Message me. Yeah. Okay. You people message me. um, but sorry, I'm reading and talking. I'm not good at that. Anyway, message me on the OHanlon Select page or email me at the OHanlonSelect@gmail. That's probably better. But either way, I'll see it. Because that way I can make sure your other quarter is sent out with this quarter and make sure you get both. So I might just resend them regardless of who actually got it and didn't. That way, you know, if you have copies, who cares? Just to make sure everybody got the third quarter. Um, uh, yeah, I'm not totally sure what you mean. Anyway, I'm gonna try and not get distracted. Sorry. So I want to get to a point where I'm putting out just uh, uh, not content for content's sake, like good content. But I feel like up until this point, I've been overly precious with the content. In like I've judged myself too much before actually putting the content out there. Like just sucking it up and just put it like I've been shooting for this like unattainable like perfect goal or whatever, or like I'm trying to make like the best video possible before I put it out as a vlog, which is stupid because like who cares what I think about the video or the vlog or the post or the picture or whatever? Like, it's what you guys think. Um, it's what, people who follow me think. And I think up until this point, I've been overly judgmental. Um, and Yeah, if it's not perfect, then it's not. But like that's my point is nothing's perfect. Like every piece of content I'm gonna put out is gonna suck in some way. Like it's nothing's gonna be exactly perfect ever. Especially with a medium like this where it's so subjective. And even when I was like the thing about the beginning of the vlog, like I didn't I mean I did care, and it ate up my life a little bit too much where I was like really trying to edit these things to be perfect. But there was a moment of the vlog where I did hit a groove where I could, like, edit it all together quick enough and good enough and good enough, like, good enough was good enough and good enough to put out, and it's not that I was purposefully shortchanging the video and you guys, but it was like, I could spend 7 hours editing a video, which some of those videos, I mean, there's like 4 or 5 hours in some of those videos. I could spend 7 hours in a video, or I could spend 2 hours in a video, and maybe I'd be happier with the 7-hour video, but, like, would you guys know? No, it's I you do if you're not happy. We are t Yes, that's a good point, Natasha. It is about quality, and it's not just about like I said before, it's not I don't wanna just put out a bunch of content just to put out content that is, like, crap. Like, sorry if there's kids watching this, after the fact, but I wanna get to a point that I'm putting out content that I'm happy enough about, because obviously I'm gonna be my own worst critic, and I'm never gonna be really genuinely 100% happy with anything I put out. I've never been 100% happy with a video. I've never been 100% happy with with my singing of it, because you're not. You're always gonna find fault in yourself, and I think that's what my biggest problem has been. Is I've like put myself, especially because I took some time away from making videos, and then I recorded videos and edited some of them, but I like didn't put them out. And uh, good enough, unfortunately, that's what I've always known. You need to be happy with what content you put out, not just for our sake. You're happy. Yes, I am a perfectionist for sure. And it is my name and it is my brand, and I totally agree. But in the chase for perfection, I'm shooting myself in the foot. That's really where I'm getting is I haven't put out nearly enough content publicly. I haven't put out nearly enough of the content that I've actually been working on for the OHanlon Selects. And it's like, and everyone suffers because of it. I suffer because of it. You guys don't get what you want out of it. Nobody's happy, really. You know what I mean? Um, so for 2019, I want to refocus, and I want to, I do have an ability to just like get ultra focused on something and just work to like a fault, like to like a detrimental for my health kind of way, like no sleep, just nonstop working. I'm able to do that. I just have to figure out a way to calibrate really. I do, especially with the OHanlon Select support that you're giving me, I am intending to, on some of these projects, on some of these things that I want to not only make a specific type of content for, but I also maybe want to vlog the making of that content, or get a behind the scenes thing for the OHanlon Select tiers that get that. Um, there's so many things I want to get out of, like, let's say like one experience. There's 5 different videos or 5 different pieces of content that I want to get out of that, but I can only produce 2 of those things by myself at once, and the other 3 don't ever get done because I need other people doing that. So my goal is to invest not only my time and effort in that, but also, I know a ton of incredibly talented people who could really help in a necessary way, not in just like I'm too lazy to do it myself way, but like I physically can't hold 5 cameras at once and get 6 different angles and, film 5 different things at the same time as doing the thing that's getting filmed. So I think that's part of the refocusing is I want to make a ton of content, a ton of really, really great, fun content in, varying degrees of quality as far as like production quality. And some of it's just going to be fun, nonsensical stuff. And some of it's going to be very specific, um, on message, very, very kind of specific pieces of content. And I mean by content, I don't mean like a full video. I mean a full video. I mean more music content being pushed out. I mean more live things being pushed out. I mean more pictures, more tweets, more everything across the board. Um, so as I was saying, by this, also my goal is to get better. I'm sick of being sick. But my goal for this time, 2019, is to be extremely happy with, um thank you, Natasha. I like that. You can only improve with time and experience, and I totally agree with that. Even though it's like this, the idea is like you do this and then you go back down, but then you come back up to here, and then it's like so there's still like wavering, but you continue to go up. Anyway, so my goal is for this time, 2019, to be happy with the amount of content being pushed out, to have the OHanlon Select in a place that, it's facilitating even more of the content that I'm wanting to make for you guys, that we build the family even more, uh, and that everything else outside of the OHanlon Select on the more public side, my regular YouTube, my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that is humming. Like I want it to be at a place where you guys are happy, basically. And, I'm happy as well. But that like I don't ever want to look at something and think, "Oh, well, the problem is I just didn't put out enough content." That's like the last thing I want. I know and I've been feeling that. I don't want that anymore. I really like to start a podcast, even if it means like shooting a vlog and then taking the audio from that vlog and like pushing it around and mixing it around, just making that a podcast, or doing doing more of these types of things and just like recording the audio separately and turning that into a podcast, whatever. I just want to be putting out. I want to be putting out enough content where if somebody wanted, they could just binge the content nonstop. And the vlog was doing that to an extent, but it still wasn't enough. That's my point. The vlog was still not enough, because other parts of my content suffered. I wasn't posting as much on YouTube, or rather, on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So all of it, sweeping across the board, everything has to improve. Everything has to. I have to up the ante in every way, content wise. Um, Other than that, we have. Sorry, the radiator just turned on, so that's what that sound is. It's wonderful. Um, Sorry, I literally there's no way I can turn it off. So, um, uh, there will be more of a definite plan coming out of that in the next few days. The website will be the launch date for the website will be announced in the next few days. Finishing touches being put on it, and by finishing I mean literally like the contact page is basically all that's left. Uh, Sorry, I'm reading again. You guys are all amazing. I say all this stuff about how I don't feel like I'm putting out enough content for you guys, and the only thing you're worried about is like my health. uh, Thank you. And yes, and Mary makes a good point. You do, she said you do what makes you happy, and we'll come along for the ride. I agree, but this is what I'm saying is what will make me happy is if I'm putting out so much content that like there's just like a forest of it, like just a wall of it coming at you, all the time. And part of this being like too precious with content, uh I feel is also that like there's this weird like I don't want to like flood the market, not flood the market, but like I don't want to flood you guys with too much. But in the modern age of building a brand and building yourself as an artist and a brand, because especially nowadays you have to be both. Uh, in this modern day of doing it, like there's really no such thing as too much content. There really isn't. Um, and all the people who I'm most motivated by that I listen to, all of them that know what they're doing say that's exactly what they say. There's the key is just content. Like you just have to be putting out content all the time, which I don't mind, especially because I'm going to not only take the brakes off, but and kind of just put it out regardless of if it's not exactly the way I think it could be if I spent another few hours on it. Uh, Not only that, I feel like with the whole being precious thing, I've also like there are things I haven't talked about, and there are things that parts of myself and in general, just things that I've hidden, not hidden, but like self-conscious of, and I think that maybe goes along with like trying to build an image of an artist or a brand, like trying to like a nice shiny version of it. And you guys have caught me in moments of honesty and like, I curse like a sailor, I'm it's I feel like too often I'm trying to censor parts of myself because of whatever's in my head that's telling me I have to do that. Uh and not saying cursing, but like just in general, we all have parts of ourselves that we don't maybe talk about a lot. And it's stupid as far as I'm concerned. Like for myself, I think it's again, I'm shooting myself in the foot. It's stuff that I can it's stuff that I can just create content around. And in doing so, help myself, get over it or whatever. Um, anyway, so that's really what it is. A year from now, I want to be in a place where across the board everything's grown. The all my social media platforms, my career in general, which because I have an incredible agent and things are really going well for me. It looks like it is the next year is going to be very exciting. There's a lot of stuff I can't tell you about, and I'm not censoring myself. Uh, Curse like a sailor, trust me. I was a sailor. You're good. That's fair. Kara was that you were actually a sailor, so that's fair. Um, but I'm not censoring myself. There's literally things I can't tell you about, and there are certain things in particular that are extremely exciting that I really wish I could tell you about. But maybe there might be something happening or a decision being made after the first week of January. And if it is, then I can tell you, but if not, sorry. Uh, uh, yes, thank you, Michelle. We try to be normal people. Uh, but so well, normal. We are not a normal group, but so anyway, that I highly agree with Michelle. Thank you. Um, that's kind of the direction that I'm wanting to go in, and the direction I'm wanting to take you all in. And I'm glad that seemingly you guys are down. You guys are excited for that prospect. But I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more of these live chats, not only just a standard live chat, but like what's on the OHanlon Select page, the Q&A, town hall, all that kind of stuff, on a much more regular basis, especially in the next few months, because other than competitions, I'm basically competitions, concerts, and recitals. I'm here. There's no like my next opera contract is not for a few months, so I'll be able to really focus on this stuff. Well, thank you, Kara. You are very nice in person as well. Sorry, I can't talk and read at the same time. Uh, but but Elizabeth, I like that sentiment. There's always going to be that one person who is more critical than the rest. Those people don't count. I like that. Thank you, Elizabeth. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna just like I'm making a conscious effort or a conscious decision to just not care in a way about people who are hating on it, because even when I was doing the vlogs, there was many people who would comment and be like, "You're copying this vlogger or this vlogger, you're not original," or stuff like that. And like in the beginning, it pissed me off because I really, yeah, like obviously there are vloggers that I was like learning from and learning techniques from, but I was being myself. It's just like my day. I don't think there's any other vloggers out there that are like vlogging the life of a young opera singer. Um, so I'm going to decide to just not give a about I did censor myself there, but just in case there are kids watching. Also, I don't wanna get, flagged by YouTube. I'm going to decide not to care, basically, about haters, people who are just there just to write an insulting comment. One of the people I follow a lot, who's very much an inspiration to me, is a guy named Gary V. Well, his YouTube is Gary V. It's Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur, and he's an incredibly motivating guy. If you ever need to kick in the pants, watch a few of his videos. They'll make you want to get up and make something happen. But he actually, one of the videos I listened to today at the gym, he was talking. Somebody asked him in a Q&A about haters and people that like would comment bad things on his videos or whatever. Uh, and uh, and he said, he's like, "Do you understand how much effort it takes to comment on a video?" So, and like, if you're gonna take the time out of your day, like somebody's gonna sit there and take the time out of their day to watch your video and then go down to the comment section, click in the comment box, type out a rude or mean comment, and then hit enter just to do it. Like, what kind of person that takes? And it was a good point because I barely have enough time to eat during the day, let alone comment on things. And to like, if I don't like a video, I just don't watch it again, or I just like don't get through the whole thing and I click away out of it. It never occurs to me to like leave a mean comment. So his whole point is like, why care about those people? Because like their lives must be awful if that's what they're doing with their days. Which is a good point. You can't get caught up in haters. Like when I post this live chat after the fact, when I post it live, like publicly, which, by the way, if you are watching this after between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 29th of December 2018, you are not watching live. There are some people who watch this after I post it publicly who think it's live and think I'm ignoring them when they're saying hi to me. It's not live. Unless you're an OHanlon Select, you're not seeing it live. But I'm sure there are people who, when I post this live, will say some rude, mean comment. But yeah, that's the whole point of this new direction, this new focus. I want to be ultra focused on keeping up with content, putting out new content, challenging myself, and you know, bringing you guys along for the ride. Anyway, thank you for an amazing 2018, guys. Seriously, you all made it incredible. It was really exciting moving back to New York, starting my actual professional career. Uh, Still trying to get you out to the motor. I won't give up. Thank you, Kara. Yeah, if you want me at a festival in your town, you have to contact the festival because they have to ask me to be in it. That's like how it works. Thank you, Kara. But yeah, thank you for an awesome 2018. About the opera contract. What opera contract, Mary? There are a few contracts coming up. Uh, Oh, like my next one? Well, my next one's not for sure, but I at the competition, uh, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. I completely agree with that, Virginia. It's a waste of time to say something mean to somebody, just move on. Um, but, yeah, I think when I was at the competition in Minsk, after the competition, there's a guy who came up to me who runs this opera festival in Cork, actually, in Ireland, who asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. It's not for sure yet, so I can't tell you anything else really. I guess that was probably too much. But there's an opera festival in Cork, Ireland that I might be doing in May. But I'll be in Des Moines Opera in June and July. I'll have my birthday, my 29th birthday in Des Moines. So I probably will be doing a birthday show in Des Moines. So stay tuned for that if you're from Des Moines. You said you were doing something in May. Yeah, that's the uh Yeah, you watched the live stream. Yeah, that in May, that was the thing in May. I'm also doing a bunch of competitions. Actually, from the beginning of May to the end of May, I basically am gone. I'm in Dallas, and then I'm probably doing a competition in Poland, and then from there, I'm probably gonna have to go straight to Ireland, and then from Ireland, I go straight back to New York. I probably have like a day to pack the car up, and then I drive over to Des Moines. Uh, yes, I am singing. Okay, so this I can talk about. Um, at the end of January, I'll be yeah, the Dallas Opera Company. Oh, wasn't supposed to talk about that. Well, hope they don't hear this. Anyway, um, I'll be hanging out in Dallas, just watching the competition. Anyway, uh, yeah, the competition in Ireland. I will be in Barcelona and Ireland at the end of January. I'm doing 2 competitions. They're both incredibly intense and incredibly prestigious. Uh, one is the Vinyas competition in Barcelona, and the other one is the Veronica Dunn competition in Ireland. Um, and and it's funny because actually the last day of the Barcelona competition overlaps with the first day of the Irish competition, so I might have to be doing some hopping on planes for the first day of the Irish competition. Um, but yeah, so that's the last 10 days of January. I might be going over to Ireland early to do some content with a certain tenor, a certain Irish tenor who has a name similar to mine. But as you know, it's not for sure. Anyway, so yes, that's the Irish competition that I'm doing at the end of January. And then I'm back and February 18th, I believe. I'll check my website. My website that's not public yet. Um, February February 18th, I will be with Sun Valley Opera in uh Idaho. I think it's Idaho. Um I'm doing a I'm doing a I want to look that up real quick. Sorry, it was just like it was negotiated a long time ago and now I can't remember where it is. It might be anyway, so I will be in Sun Valley. I'll be doing Idaho. I was right. Okay, yeah, Idaho. Um, Sun Valley Opera on the 18th of February. I'm doing a cabaret show, which should be really fun, and that will be on my website as soon as it's public. I mean, you could probably just Google it, Sun Valley Opera, Emmett, O'Hanlon, and I know the tickets are on sale already. So um, that's exciting. That's the middle of February. Probably after the competition when I'm in Ireland, I'll stick around for a few days to like hang with the guys who are there and also do some auditions. I might be going around doing some auditions around Europe. But uh yeah, a whole lot of stuff coming. A whole lot of opportunity not only for myself as a singer, but for myself as a content maker. I'm gonna really, really try and take all these opportunities and just again churn out as much content as possible, no matter what it takes. But anyway, I'm going to end this lovely live chat there. Again, thank you so much for such a wonderful 2018. I'm really looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to what it's going to bring, both for the OHanlon Selects and for my general content making. Uh, thank you all very, very much for everything you've done this past year. Your support means the absolute world to me, and ups and downs and everything. Um, I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. I will definitely be posting, so I'm not like saying goodbye. I'm not signing off, but uh, I am definitely looking forward to 2019 and definitely looking forward to the new challenges and new opportunities it brings and bringing you guys along for the ride. Um, anyway, I'll post out and talk to you guys before then, but have a happy new year and all that kind of stuff. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I actually got to spend it with my family out on Long Island and it was awesome. It was nice to not have to fly for Christmas because now I'm back in New York. But I will keep you all posted on all of the things going out to you guys, all of the OHanlon Select rewards and Stage It rewards that are going out as well. I will try to feel better. Thank you. Anyway, thank you all for the fantastic live chat as per usual. Stay tuned for the I'll be announcing more of a schedule for like other stuff that I'll be doing. And I'll talk to you guys then. Have a good night. Thanks, guys.